They actually brought it up. I'm so glad they actually brought it up. I was talking about my episode 7 impressions of Kamen Rider and the idea that Nako himself can be a combatant hero because Yukarisu is technically going to be that. Like, they're all saying, no, they can't be agents of justice or whatever because they're combatants. And then Yukarisu's over here going, hello, I'm that. I'm a cute agent that's going to be joining you guys, and I'm a combatant. I love this entire episode. Yukarisu is just so freaking great. But yes, episode 8 of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. An extremely depressing episode, honestly. I mean, it's a good thing because I think we've been doing so much comedy around the combatants, everything like that. I think it's nice to sort of remind us that there's a reason that Kamen Rider fights these guys. There is a nasty and very dangerous side of this whole thing. And it's like literally 5 minutes of this entire episode, this nice quarter of this entire episode, is literally a combatant going around and killing a whole bunch of people. And it sucks because it feels bad because all these individuals just found love. And they're like with somebody and they just get splatted and they're dead. Like, I'm assuming they're dead. I don't see how they could survive a lot of these things, but it seems like they're all dead. I mean, the last guy, especially with the Batman just dropping around top of him and just splatter. It seems like it's implying that, yes, of course, love itself is what's breaking the mind control they have. I mean, that's similarly what happened with Yukarisu. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen with Nako. It seems like that's all with his father is what's really kind of kept him from going in that direction. Or maybe possibly his guys. Maybe his guys and their devotion to him and his devotion to protect his guys. That's what's done it. But it seems to be around his father. It's always about love. These combatants have broken out of their mind control because they found love. Yes, technically the first guy is all about the idea of, going off and finding these idols they love so much. They cherish these idols. That's what's broken them out of it. It implies that he doesn't have a girlfriend, even though the guys were like, hey, is this your girl? No, it's not my girl. Go ahead. He's found love in this idol group, and this combatant shows up and kills him. What they call her? Thunder Reicho. Thunder Reicho shows up and is taking them all out. Which, again, goes back to the original point that I think they were bringing up with Yukarisu. The idea they have to fulfill this role. I was supposed to watch you and monitor you, and if I don't do that, I'm done. And then the Spider-Man guy shows up, and then suddenly she's terrified because she knows it's up. I'm done. And again, they technically implied it with the backstory of the brothers. And the idea that the grandmother and the grandfather died as sort of a casualty to these other two individuals that were fleeing from them. Batman, showing up and just taking them all out. These, if they don't follow their rules, they're dead. And so, yes, finding love in idols, dead. The guy that was about to confess and marry this one woman, dead. And then, I think the last one hurts the most. He's literally got his daughter on the phone, and she's waiting for father to come home, dead. And it sucks because I knew that he wasn't going to win because there's this very unique character in Thunder Reicho. This character looks very unique. I'm assuming eventually she's going to run to everybody else. She looks too unique, and this guy looked kind of generic. I'm like, he can't win against her. Even though he's like talking about the idea that apparently the combatant's power is based on their power before they became a combatant. Like, their strength in a human is like magnified when they become a combatant, which I don't think they've ever actually, mentioned before, which makes me wonder how powerful Yukarisu was beforehand. She seemed pretty strong. She wasn't able to withstand Yuriko, so I guess she's not that strong, but still, it sucks. And it sucks because, again, that last moment, I'm not going to lose to you, splat. Like, it was kind of a shocking splat. That was a bit much. Like, that was kind of a gut punch when that dude got splattered. But yeah, it just feels really bad. But yeah, it kind of opens up the door to this idea, this Thunder Reicho, seemingly very dead set on the idea of taking down combatants. Seems like that's her job. And in this moment right here, seemingly showing that dedication, this Batman shows up and lets her feed on his blood, which seems to increase their power. So I'm assuming going forward, this individual is going to be more powerful. But I do believe that with how much emphasis was given during this entire segment about love and how that breaks the brainwash, and how every single one of these people say you'll never understand, you can't understand, leads me to believe this Thunder Reicho is going to fall in love with somebody. It just makes me believe this chick going to fall in love with somebody. Who that is, I wonder. I mean, it could be just a random extra. Maybe they'll have an extra pop up at some point. She falls in love with that individual, but then goes off to fight, our team. Anybody in our team? Maybe Tojima. Maybe Tojima. I can see Tojima. I don't think it'll be Ichio. I just doubt with Ichio. I mean, it could, but I think it's going to be potentially Tojima. And the idea that she'll, like, fight him, he'll beat her, and then she'll, like, because he beat her, she'll fall in love with him or something like that, and that'll break the mind control. We'll see. We'll see. This chick has killed a whole bunch of people, so I'm not too, like, keen on her actually becoming some sort of side character of comedy. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yes, the rest of the episode was decent. The opening segment, I think it's just all the moments with Yukari-Su in this scene was really just kind of entertaining. Like the whole opening segment, them talking about the idea of like she's this righteous, agent because, she's Mitsuba's wife. All that stuff is just really great. But yes, Ichio bringing up the logic that they have to have this tournament in order to get stronger because as you have rivalries and, competition, you will get stronger. The entire time, Yukari-Su's like, wait, we're deciding something? Wait, we're all for this? This doesn't make any sense. Coffee, please. Yes. Quiz. How do we do training? It was dorky. It was a dorky little segment there. But yeah, later on, getting into each one of them sort of having their own kind of developments. Tojima himself seemingly extremely happy about the fact that all this time, this 40 years of training, finally he's able to actually fight shockers. Finally, he's actually going up against monsters. This is the thing that he spent 40 years waiting for. And so the bear shows up again. The stupid bear is like going back for his revenge. And Tojima's beating the crap out of him. He's like, this is not a human. I was so wrong. This dude is not a human. I know exactly what to do right now. Just like submission. What way I submitted. Apparently, I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked into see if it was true, but I've been seeing some people post that apparently they put a warning up on the episode not to fight bears because of like the things that have been happening with bears in Japan right now. It sounds real. It's probably real, but I haven't confirmed it. But that sounds really funny if that's the case. Hey, by the way, Tojima is not normal. Him fighting this big freaking bear isn't normal. Please don't try this at home. It was a dorky little segment there, but yeah. It had, with Yuriko especially, she seemingly is trying to increase her speed and strength, all for the sake of creating, like, a new type of ability. You have Ichi over here. It seems like a lot of his desire is sort of being in the shadow of Tojima. The fact that Tojima was able to do something that he wasn't able to do, and thus he's trying to overcome Tojima, which, again, is kind of confirmed at the very end, the idea that he wants to defeat Tojima. I mean, he said at the beginning, too, if I want to take down this monster, I have to overcome Tojima because Tojima did what I couldn't do. And then finally, yes, Mitsuba and Yukari-Su. Dorky little bit there that he has to use his abilities in order to prevent himself from getting hit. And, oh yeah, by the way, you can overcome his ability to counter by Yukari-Su just kissing him. He's like, damn it, why, Rider Man, why could you not have a full mask face? It was dorky. It was dorky. Again, any moment with Yukari-Su is just super freaking cute. I love it. But it all comes down to the last little scene there, which, yes, the tournament begins. We first have to find out that apparently Ichio's house is like 3 hours travel away, and he's always been biking out there. The bike scene, I forgot about the bike scene. This dude has this freaking bike with a mask on the front and the hay beams in it. And Tojima was like, that's so freaking cool. Like this guy, this grown adult with a motorcycle helmet on is riding on this bicycle. I mean, safety's important on bikes. Yes, I understand, but it's still funny. It's still funny. But yes, he's out in the middle of nowhere, apparently completely off the grid. And yes, he has decided to run off with a middle school's roller. I think they kind of imply that he stole it. It kind of implies that he stole it. Maybe he borrowed it in the return that he would actually do the work in the middle school. But anyways, yes, he's run off with a roller. He's made the tournament area, and he's also has everybody pick straws or sticks or whatever. I love this because, yes, Yukari-Su has to fight Mitsuba right at the very beginning. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. We're married. And he's like, you're right. I can't force them to fight each other. It's like, wait, why do we even draw if we're just going to not do that? It was dorky. It was dorky. Yeah, she's all dreaming for the moment that her and Mitsuba get to the very end, and he's going to be covered in wounds, and she's going to embrace him at the very end because he struggled to reach the end for her. I love Yukari-Su so much. She's such a dork. But yeah, it looks like Tojima's going to start with Yukari-Su, and Mitsuba's going to fight Ichio. I don't see Mitsuba beating Ichio, honestly. I think it'd be very kind of symbolic to his growth and him overcoming his brother finally. But again, I think it really kind of just sits in that area where he's got to sort of accept that that's going to be his role, that he's always going to be under Ichio in some way. Plus, I also think the idea that Ichio is going to most likely be fighting Tojima at the very end. I don't see how he would. And yes, that also means that, yes, Tojima's gonna beat the crap out of Hikari soon. Poor girl's not gonna be able to fight against her Mitsuba in the end. It's gonna be tragic in the end. But anyways, good episode overall. Really enjoyed it. Fun as always, except for that extremely tragic little 5 minutes of, killing random combatants in gruesome ways. It was still a solid episode. Some little insights into the combatants themselves about their powers and all that kind of stuff. But I forgot to check the last comment section. I was really kind of curious if there was a shocker good guy. I need to go back there and check that. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. If you like this content and you want to support it more, become a member. Until next time, y'all take care.